Good to have you, Will Rams and Blockchain, here at NFT Miami. Look, we talk a lot, and a couple things I want to touch on with you. We talk a lot about the DeFi, TradFi overlap, and I think NFTs is probably one of the areas that has the most potential as a kind of a bridge, right? I mean, there may be crypto, Bitcoin, it's doing its thing. The blockchain technology of NFTs and blockchain technology in general is essential, right, to the future of the world. Medical.
Well, again, I think it's very important to tell older people like me what it is, right? So it's this wonderful delayering mechanism for our society, because if we can take out our third-party trusted providers and we can work on a decentralized trustless system, meaning the system is so technologically perfect that we don't need the third party for you and I to transact with each other, well, that unleashes an unbelievable amount of innovation. And when you think about it in the NFT space, it's not just art, it can be smart contracts, it can be tokenization of items that are in the real world. There are so many different applications. And as a traditional finance person, because I've been on Wall Street 35 years, I can tell you that only 30% of the things that we want to own, 30% of our assets are actually liquid. That's stocks and bonds, and maybe money markets and things like that, cash. But with NFTs, tokenization, the blockchain, we can liquefy everything, and we can make the markets deeper, more efficient, and that always, throughout human history, has led to greater economic efficiencies and more broad-based prosperity.
So the question is, does what the federal government now in the U.S. is doing, particularly, the SEC, the Flyers Future Trading Commission, even to some extent the Fed, I get it, they got a war on crypto. I don't think they can make that war win when it comes to the blockchain technology, what you're talking about, the NFTs.
Well, I don't think so. But I also think that they are, I know some people say, oh, there's the blockchain and then there's cryptocurrencies. I think they're very connected, because I think that you're going to have property defined digitally that you're going to use as the currency for NFTs and the currency for tokenization. So I don't see Bitcoin or Ethereum going away. I know there are 20,000 blockchain currencies, if you will, or cryptocurrencies. Many of those will likely go away. But I don't see whatever the Fed is doing right now is like prohibition in the 1920s. We don't want people to drink, so we're going to have prohibition. Well, you don't want people to get a drink. And it took them 12 years to have to repeal the prohibition. This is a technology that's going to better the world, and the rest of the world, UAE, Abu Dhabi and Dubai, the UK government, El Salvador, Latin America generally, South America, they have accepted that the world is changing and moving to better tools for us to transact with each other. Last point, Hong Kong. The Communist Party of China is opening the window to cryptocurrency and allowing for licenses for people to trade in Hong Kong. And man, we've got a bunch of 200-year-old fossils in our country that are regulating this thing that have absolutely no clue.
But
so we got to move those.
Damage.
They are. They're doing short-term damage. Short-term damage.
But prohibition was bad news for a decade.
Yeah.
And this is technology, so the setback is.
They are doing damage. I'm not underestimating the damage they're doing, but I am saying to you that the great news about America is that we recirculate these elites. They will spin out of there these Luddites and these people that are very short-sighted and very politically expedient, and we will circulate into people that are more forward-thinking, that want to embrace the progress and adapt to the progress.
How big a space can this be for actually the market? I don't mean as in the markets. I mean actually for efficiency in our market system, for trading, for actual finance. I mean, is this something that can actually step in and?
Yes, it's not there right now, but it's coming. So imagine I said to you it's 1903 and the Wright brothers have taken off at Kitty Hawk. It's 14 years later and it's 1917, and there were Luddites and skeptics saying, well, there'll be no commercialization of aviation. We'll never have a commercial aviation industry. they got it totally wrong. And that's what's happening now. We're close to the advent and the robust scaling and adaptability of the technology. Excuse me one sec. When we get there, people are going to be embracing this left and right. It's going to go up like a hockey stick.
And if when you say that, I always wonder, where is it going to go up fastest? What's the fastest path for adoption? Is it going to, and there's not necessarily one, is it going to be in gaming? Is it going to be, it's certainly not going to just be in like art. Is it going to be in ticketing? Is it going to be in merchandising? Where it's the easiest on-ramp, I'm doing just even with NFTs, the easiest on-ramp for onboarding, kind of what, the way Amazon triggered retail.
Right.
And everybody could shop online. What's going to, you know, you look at this
No,
stuff.
I mean, I think it's already happened. I mean, listen, I mean, it's the art world, the tokenization of art,
Right.
also the digital art. I think that's getting a lot of people involved, a lot of young people. I know that we're working on at Skybridge a layer 2 protocol that's going to sit on top of Ethereum, that's going to be fully vetting KYC and AML for securities and eventual funds. I'd like to see the Skybridge funds tokenized and then traded on a platform.
Would you be the first big?
No, KKR has done this already, but I would be one of them.
That's huge.
Yeah.
The impact on that.
Super excited.
And I think we reach a point where people stop even calling things NFTs. It just becomes a digital asset,
Digital contract, digital asset, a digital token, the whole thing.
A moment on politics before I let you go. So,
Excuse me.
I know he's coughed. The big black thing in the face makes you cough.
Yeah.
We'll cut that out. They indict Trump. And you know, first they're going to indict him, then they say, no, we never said that. Then they close the jury down, grand jury down, then suddenly out of the blue they indict him.
I'm only speculating with you. I have some inside knowledge on a few things, but I think what ended up happening is I think his CFO flipped, and I think they went at him with the 34 indictments, not just the Stormy Daniels indictment, but I think what happened was they went from, I don't know if this is a big enough case, let's table it for 30 days, till they got the goods on him on business fraud. And I think that's actually what happened. And that, as that unfolds, you'll see the magnitude of that. We'll see the magnitude.
So if you're right, that's an even bigger deal.
Yes, I believe so.
There's